Hi there, my name is krystal-Bella and today we're going to be doing a bit of a Q&A. So I put on my Twitter page to ask me some questions that you guys would like to know about dyspraxia so that I can give kind of like a personal touch on my answers. So first of all, I'm going to look at my Twitter page and see what reactions we got there. So let's have a look. Okay, so the first question is from Nate Lakely, and his question is, what age did you get diagnosed with dyspraxia? So I was diagnosed at the age of about 18/19 when I was at university, so it was a very late diagnosis for me, but I haven't let that stop me. I've kind of used that as a good thing to try and help push myself forward, to kind of learn more about myself. Second question is from TJ on Twitter, and he wants to ask about work and dyspraxia and how to get the best of both when you have dyspraxia and also on the spectrum. So a lot of people ask me questions about jobs, and I think it is definitely something worth talking about. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that I've recently had an issue with a company turning me down due to having a disability. And I've always said that during an interview is the best time to kind of bring up that you have dyspraxia. And I'm actually now looking at that in a slightly different way after having kind of looked at what the .gov website recommends. And what the website recommends is that if someone does ask you about your disability, simply name what it is. And if they want to know more information about it, then you can tell them that you can speak about it at a later date, or possibly after if they choose to employ you. Reason being is because a lot of companies can take that as an opportunity to find out reasons of why they should, find alternatives as opposed to someone with a disability. It very rarely happens, but unfortunately it does happen. And always see it as a good thing. Just because an employer might not see it as a positive thing, do see it as a positive thing. It means that you can see things in different ways that other people can't. And the next one is by Rye Gear, which is, if you were a werewolf, what would your name be? I mean, a wolf is my logo, my symbol for my channel. And to be fair, anything wolf related, I guess, would just be called Bella, because it's my name anyway, and I think the name Bella suits many kind of animals. Okay, so as we speak, I'm still getting questions now. So from Chris Hastings, we have, do you have any tips for people with dyspraxia trying to exercise or stay fit? This is quite a difficult one actually, because to motivate yourself can be really, really hard, especially when you know that you're not a particularly well coordinated person. But fitness is also really important for people with dyspraxia to help with that. I found for me, I have an Xbox and it has like a fitness program on there, and it tells you if you're going wrong, which for me in the past has been fantastic. Or sometimes just looking at other YouTube videos of people's routines. It's never going to be easy to start off with. You do have to keep practicing there. You will have coordination issues, but the more you do it, the better you get. This probably isn't what you wanted to hear, but just keep doing the same thing over and over again until eventually you get it. And then once you do get it, then start a whole new one and then go from there. So we've got a few questions from San Killips, so I'm just going to pick the one from him. Okay, we'll go with his first question. He said, I would like to ask if dyspraxia affects your stress levels. What different things mostly affect your stress, and does talking to other people with dyspraxia help your cause? Yes, definitely talking to other people really, really helps, especially within the youth Facebook group that we have. It's really nice to kind of share experiences with one another, and things that you wouldn't necessarily want to tell your family as well is really nice, because you're worried how they might think or how they might feel towards those things. And for stress, for me, it's organising my time and remembering things can be really difficult for me. I can organise things perfectly well, it's just remembering to put things where they are. So for me, I find that making lists is really important. I hate making lists. It's one of my least favourite things ever to do, but you know, it really, really helps. Andrew Entwistle says, how are mental health and dyspraxia linked? So I'm not a health professional at all, but I find that they link very well because we have the ability to over and under react to certain things. Sometimes our emotions are really sensitive to certain topics and ourselves, and sometimes they're not. And so the mental health side of things can be really, really difficult. I know I personally have struggled with mental health issues since a very, very young age, and I'm quite happy to now say that I am finally starting to recover from that. I'm at a point now where I'm starting to feel good about myself, good about my surroundings, and able to overcome things when they're difficult. So mental health does get better. It does take a really, really long time to kind of come to grips with it and work out how to adapt yourself, but it does. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm seeing it now myself, so proof is in the pudding. Okay, so that's all we have time for today. Do put in the comments your questions as well. I always take the time to have a little look at them and respond to them as much as possible, with as much detail as possible. So if you have any more questions that I haven't answered in this or any previous Q&A videos, then do put them down below, and check out my other videos for other help and advice that you may need. Bye bye, bye bye, 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 bye.